going on, guys? It's Link Knight back for another video. I apologize if I sound kind of weird. I'm just getting over a cold right now, so my voice sounds a little funny at the moment, so forgive me for that. But if you guys are a regular viewer of my channel, you know that I am in the process of getting into motorcycle drag racing, and as a part of that, I had to get some racing gear in order to actually be allowed to race. One of those things being a race suit of some kind. So I ordered a one-piece race suit and I have it here. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of a little walkthrough of it, and then we're actually gonna put it on and we're gonna go for my first ride in this suit. And you guys are coming with, I'll give you a review while we're actually in the process of riding, but first I'll show it to you, kind of give you a slight little quick rundown of it. I'm not, I don't have every little speck of it memorized, but I'll kind of show you guys what it's all about. So the suit that I picked up, it is the Cortech Apex V1, something along those lines. It is a leather one-piece race suit, so it is not a two-piece. It does not come apart along the waist at all. It is one entire leather piece. So I am not certain on the thickness, but it is a cowhide construction. It's got accordion stretch panels in a couple different areas, like along the knees, I think along the back of the shoulder. Perforation along the chest and on the inside of the legs. It's also got some of the like mesh expansion panels kind of along the inside of the hips, along the inside of the arms here, and on the back of the calves. It comes with knee armor, elbow armor, and shoulder armor. Those are all CE rated pieces of armor, and then it just kind of has like a stiff foam EVA insert in the back and along the hips. So it's obviously not going to be as protective as like the CE armor or anything like that, but it's better than nothing. And those both can also be switched out for actual CE rated armor. Also comes with some knee sliders. So those will be cool if if you're doing any sort of road racing and you're wanting to hit the twisties, you can drag your knee along there. It does not have a speed hump, which I actually kind of like. I'm not a huge fan of the look of the speed humps, so that was actually a pretty decent selling point for me, the fact that it doesn't have that. Price point came in around $500, which honestly is not bad when you consider that some of like the Alpine Stars and Dainese suits can go upwards of well over $1,000. So for a good first entry-level race suit, I'm pretty impressed with it. It's got really good grade construction and everything. I don't really notice any issues with it when I'm wearing it. Now the one thing for me as far as sizing goes, I'm not a big guy by any means. I'm about 5'10", 120 pounds, so I'm a pretty thin guy. And this thing, I got a size small. The upper torso part fits me very, very well. The only issue that I really notice is in along the thighs. The calves fit me really good, but the thighs are a little wide for me, so I can grab a decent amount of material when I have it on. And I know that is not a very good thing when it comes to race suits. I know a lot of people say that race suits are supposed to fit like a second skin. They're supposed to fit you very tight, and having any sort of excess material can bunch up if you're sliding and cause a burn through point. But for me, that's not something I can really avoid. Like I said, I am a small person, and I went with the smallest size, and that's how it fits for me. Now, I probably could go get it tailored, and if I was really wanting to spend the big bucks, I could obviously custom order one and give them all of my size measurements. But I'd say for a good first race suit, and also considering the fact I'm only doing quarter mile or eighth mile races at a time, this shouldn't affect me very much. It should not be a problem. If I do go down, like I said, it's going to be in a straight line. I'm not, doing big, multiple mile races at a time for each lap. But I will put it on real quick. I'll kind of show you what I mean about it being a little bit big along the waist, and then we'll go for a ride in it. Okay, so I've got it on now. Like I said, upper torso fits me pretty good. Feels nice and tight across the chest, the arms. There's a little bit of extra material, but that's also, part of the whole stretch thing. But like I said, only area of concern for me is really along the thighs here. I've got skinny legs. Like I said, I'm kind of a smaller guy, but so, the legs are really the only area that I have a lot of extra room in them. But this is the smallest size they offer, and everything else fits really good. Sleeves come down to my wrist without, you know, going over and causing bunching up. The legs, as far as length go, they come down to like right about where I want them. I can do like the crouch test and everything like that, and there's no like large amounts of pulling. And I mean, it's probably, you know, flexing that stretch panel right along here like it's supposed to. So everything else on this suit fits really good aside from the thighs, like I said. So, I mean, I don't really have any complaints as far as fitment other than the thighs, but even then, that's just pertaining to me. I'm sure if you're, you know, same height as me, you know, 5'10", maybe 150 pounds, where your legs are a little bit bigger, those would fit really, really good. And like I said, obviously I could probably go get this tailored in some way, or I could, you know, if I'm wanting to spend the big bucks on a next race suit that I get, I could obviously special order it. So there's always options as far as that goes. But for a first race suit, you know, I'm overall really happy with it. So I'll go get ready, get my helmet on, get my gloves on, get everything ready, and we're gonna go out on the Gixxer and we're gonna take it for a ride. All right, so we're out on the bike now. And let me tell you, first thing I immediately notice is this thing flows a lot of air. I know I mentioned earlier this thing does have a lot of perforation on it, and it's about a nice 50 degrees here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I can immediately feel all of the air blowing right across my chest, and so it definitely breathes, that's for sure. It's definitely a weird feeling riding in this though. Like it feels tight, like you're getting a really big hug. Now this thing is built with like more of the race or sport fit to it, meaning that like the arms are pre-curved for the riding position, so the suit is essentially meant to fit when you're in the tucked position. And so I'm not necessarily tucked right now, so I can feel like a little bit of tightness across the back, but I'm sure that like if I were to tuck, it would kind of take up a lot of that. Also, for any of you guys who are a regular viewer of the channel, you might notice that my bike actually sounds a little bit different right now. That's because I had taken off that little like custom pipe that I built. I'm actually going to be changing that out for a voodoo pipe here over the winter. So as of right now, I know it's like super ricey, but the exhaust is just coming straight out of the catalytic converter at the moment. But so, like I said, this like, it really feels like you're getting a giant hug. Like right now, like my legs, like since they're kind of in like the racing position, like it's pulling the material a little bit tighter. Yeah, it's like, so like I said, I'm not like in the tucked race position right now. I'll turn on the highway up over here and then I'll kind of get into that position because I feel like we're going to be hitting some red lights up ahead here. But yeah, this is like not uncomfortable by any means, like aside from like a few little like tight spots. But I mean, where a race suit is supposed to, you know, fit tight. Let's see, we have green arrow. Yes, we do. Cool. It's like in the tug position. Yeah, that definitely kind of helps take out some of the weird areas. It pulls the back of the jacket tight across your butt, and so that eliminated that little tight spot across my shoulder blades that I was talking about. Yeah, that's just crazy how like just one little change in how you're sitting and how your body is positioned can completely change the way that this suit feels. But yeah, this thing, I'm really impressed with this suit. It fits good, like I said, aside from the legs. This suit fits me really, really good. It is not uncomfortable by any means. It's not any weird like pressure points or any weird like binding or anything. Like I said, it just feels like your whole entire body is in like one big hug. And it's got like the neoprene along the collar and along the wrists and everything. So there's no like rubbing or anything going on the skin. I mean, this suit is really comfortable. It really is. I like it. Yeah, I mean, like, now that I've been riding in this thing for, you know, a little bit of time, like, it just, like, it feels natural now. And I mean, I haven't even done, like, a real big, like, break-in on this suit. Yeah, it's like, I'm in the race position right now. And it's like, it feels right. It really does. Like, there's no binding, really. Like I said, it's pulling the suit tight, which is how it's supposed to fit. Yeah, this suit definitely feels good. I love it. But kind of like I said at the beginning of the video, for like a beginner suit, like this is my first race suit. Like, it doesn't have all the real fancy bells and whistles that, you know, like a Dainese or Alpine Stars would, where you can get into like all the tech air features for like the airbag system. But I mean, for like, you know, somebody who's just first going to be getting into racing, it feels like it'll protect me good. Like, the overall build quality of it and the leather and everything, like, it feels real good. And I'm surprised that, you know, I was trying to do a little bit of research on this suit before I had bought it, and there's only like a couple handful of like gear websites. Like, I think Sport Bike Track Gear, I think, is the name of the website. They had put up a video kind of talking about this suit, but it's like, I could not find any actual reviews on this suit. So hopefully, if you guys are kind of looking at getting this suit, hopefully you've come across this video, and hopefully you think that my little input here has been good. You know, I feel like the bang for the buck with this suit is very good. Like I said, the leather feels sturdy. You know, the seams, like, none of them seem to be weak in any way. The fit on it is real good, and it definitely feels like it would protect me real well. But guys, thanks for checking out the video. If this video helped you out, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel while you're at it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.